real quick. Make sure that we good up in the building. Okay, let me see. I think we really got a good shot today. That was a real good setup. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Like I always told you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Let's get it. Always feel good when I come here. Trump, Prince Andrew to be stripped of all royal titles, says the king. That's right, y'all. Sunday, October the 19th, 2025. Go ahead, get those likes up because we gotta get better than we did yesterday. We gotta get more people up in here because these shows be lit if I do say so myself. I make sure that we sequence these shows perfectly. I make sure that we get all sorts of different parts going as far as current events, from current events to music to animals to whatever we want to see over here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Gonna pray real quick, but it's never wrong. For Luigi, Liberty and Justice. My sister Rebecca Lonyan Bueno. Kendra, Liberty and Justice. Who else? Where my boy KC at? We're going to pray for him as well. We got to make sure that we're thankful for people that always here and that looks out for us as well. Batty Lynn, thank you so much, sis. And yes, God, we pray for everybody that's in the building and that's out there that's about to come in and that don't even make it. Everybody. That's for everyone. In Jesus' name, amen. I think it's almost time. Cause I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bling, bling, bling. Get ready now. Bling, bling, bling. It's time, y'all. Bling, bling, bling. It's time to do our thing. Yeah. And we got to get those pores open. Yes, we have one of those beautiful fall mornings today. And yes, so that means that those fingertips are really cool. That's right. We got to open up those pores. That's right. We open them up. We open them up. We open them up. And yeah, we going there. No, we ain't going there. I'm just messing with you. You know where we going? Dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling? Can my picture dream if you can? Courtyard, where oceans and violets bloom. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. How could you just leave me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never saddest. She's never saddest. Why do we stream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Y'all know why I'm open, right? First of all, because I'm here and I made it another day. And because if bump that beat. It's Sunday the 19th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that just got me lit. That's right, y'all. It's Purple Sunday. Made it another day, y'all. Top of the morning. Take me in the room if y'all want to wake them up, because it's time for the bottom line. Let's do it, y'all. Let's see who's in the building real quick. We got to give some shout outs real quick. Give some shout outs to Liberty and Justice. We got Luigi in the building. Who else I see over there? Kendra Walker. Come on, y'all. Tap in. Let's see who we got. Rebecca Lan Yen Bueno. All right, I don't see anybody else because I'm going to shout you out if I see you. But if I don't see you, I got to keep on moving forward because I got a fully loaded clip this morning. Who else we got there? Lanyan, Quinda, if I did it. It was Axon having some issues with my account. No worries. I met you. Okay, nah, you're all good. Everybody's good here. Trust me, anybody that's a mod, I will see any issues going on with the back office, so don't even worry about it. Just get in contact with me and I'll take care of it. Don't worry your little heads, guys, unless it's something that you guys know that really happened. But make sure that you get in contact with me because I always respond, believe it or not. Everybody knows your boy be responding to you because you're important. You're my co-host. I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. I got a fully loaded clip, so I'm going to be like, I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. We're going to stay on point so that we can keep a good dialogue going. You guys are going to let me know where you're chiming in from, what time it is, because you already know that's our favorite part of it. I got a lot for you, I promise. This is gonna be a loaded video show today. We gonna do our thing. Do your boy a favor, let them know early. Let's go ahead and tap in. Let's tap those likes up because that really helps everybody know what we're doing and how we about to keep it moving. Because like I said, I got a lot, not even playing around. Like I say all the time, let's get into these titles. Let's do it. What do I have here? Let me open this up again because your boy got 2 open. Already closed the screen. Ready to start showing videos. Like I always say, I got the fully loaded clip and let's get into these titles. Let's get into it, you guys. What do we have here this Sunday morning, this purple Sunday? We have Trump, Prince Andrew to be stripped of all royal titles, says the king. Yeah, already said it yesterday. They've already announced it and we got the video and some backstory on why. Jeffrey Epstein. Let's keep on going, you guys. In the middle here, we have also the Bank of America is facing scrutiny for having alleged ties to, again, Jeffrey Epstein. Ooh, a lot's coming together. Hopefully we get those files soon. And last but not least, what else do we have here? We've got New York jeweler. This New York jeweler, special lady. She made a special necklace for a little girl who was robbed on her way to school. You guys remember the girl in the Bronx had the $1,000 necklace on about 4 shows back. Beautiful jeweler stepped up and made her another one. We got the video, you guys. We're gonna keep on moving forward. Like I said, I wanna get to work trying to stack these videos up and give you guys what I promised. So without any further ado, let's get in some breaking information from President Trump, who sends B-52s in a bold move against Maduro. 20 hours ago, just happened. Let's go, y'all, let's go.
American B-52 bombers seen here flying off the coast of Venezuela in a show of force by President Trump. This comes as the White House takes down another drug boat in the area, while the president confirms he has authorized CIA action inside of the regime. Trump summing it all up with this message for Nicolás Maduro. Listen.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources.
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to around with the United States.
Wow, strong words. Maria Salazar, she's the congresswoman.
He doesn't want to uck around with the United States.
Who serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. She's also the chairwoman of the Western Hemisphere Committee. So this is your space, Maria. Give me an assessment of how Donald Trump, our president, is doing on this issue.
Let's clap for Trump. And I'm a proud Republican of this hour, and I want to send a message to everybody that's watching us. He is doing the right thing. This is a historical moment to free the hemisphere from the bad hombres.
So the pressure is mounting. You're seeing these B-52 bombers. They're flying off the coast of Venezuela. As I mentioned earlier, the president confirming that CIA on the ground. What is happening with Maduro right now? How is he feeling? Do you think that chances of him leaving in a peaceful way and a
Sure.
peaceful transition to the opposition party who won the election is likely to happen now.
That would be ideal. And that is what Maduro needs to be thinking. Let me leave, let me go somewhere, enjoy the profits of
'Cause
my
if
labor,
not-
and just give the country back to the opposition. Maria Corina Machado, who's hiding somewhere in Caracas, they have a plan together. The opposition won 70-30, and they're the legitimate president. They have, people need to understand, they have the largest reserves of oil in the world.
Wow.
Those reserves need to be in the hands of a democratic government, not in the hands of these drug kingpins.
So it's interesting. Venezuela is very unique in that way.
Yes.
When that transition happens, this is a country that can stand itself up. It has the resources to do.
Either that or he can let them come. There's a couple of different options for you, Mr. Maduro. Crushed plantain. You got a couple of options, let me tell you. And I know I never stopped this close, but I have to. He has a couple of options. He could let those B-52s go over there and handle up, number one. He don't want that. Let some other people go over there and cash out on that $50 million bounty on his head. I don't think he want that. Or he could send some troops to drop on the ground. I don't think he wants any of those three. I think he should just skedaddle, get up out of there, and they know what they're talking about. Let the rightful people who won the election take over. It's not fair to do that. No matter who wins, that's who's supposed to be in control. We're going to keep on moving forward right now because we got some full gaggle from Trump who speaks to reporters about the government shutdown. Yes, I need to know about this. What's going on with the government? What's going on with the TTB? Because this is affecting me.
So the shutdown continues. The Republican Party's not going to pay $1.5 trillion to illegal immigrants coming into our country, coming in for a lot of reasons, coming in from prisons, from jails, from all over the place, from Venezuela, many countries. We're not going to do that. So the shutdown continues. It's a Democrat shutdown. It's a Schumer shutdown because his career has failed and it's over. I met with President Zelensky.
And I swear I'll never do this again, but it really looked like you're looking at me right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got the purple tie on. I didn't know you were going to be wearing that, but okay, you answered my question directly. Thank you.
As you know, today,
Yeah.
and we had a very good meeting, very cordial meeting. In my opinion, they should stop the war immediately. You go by the battle line, wherever it is. Otherwise, it's too complicated. You'll never be able to figure it out. You stop at the battle line, and both sides should go home, go to their families, stop the killing, and that should be it. Stop right now at the battle line. I told that to President Zelensky. I told it to President Putin. Thank you very much, everybody.
I was kind of thinking about the shutdown, but you kind of switched it on me. But okay, I need to know about the shutdown with this paper, with our Funzarello. Anybody know who I'm talking about? The Funzarello? Because it's getting low out here, boy. We in the reserves hard, if you know what I'm saying, right? And that first of the month is about to come back around, y'all. We about to be out here like this. Yo, we got it. We got it. Back in the day style. Because what's coming up? It's the first of the month. About to be the first of the month again. You know that landlord do not be playing. Got my paper together? Let's keep on moving forward. We got to go over to Washington. This guy's never met me is what Eric Trump says. Speaks about the Indonesian president and Trump and business deals. Yeah, I try to go beyond and see what they're talking about behind the scenes. So yeah, have a little bit of information right here we might want to go into. This concerns the Trump Organization's executive vice president, Eric Trump, and he's answering questions about the Indonesian president who's kind of making claims that they was doing some business on the side. Check it out, y'all. Let's go.
I was just in the Middle East with your dad. He obviously brokered the ceasefire in Gaza, was there meeting with a bunch of world leaders on what the future of that is going to look like in the phase 2 of that agreement and how to implement that. There was a moment where he was speaking with the president of Indonesia. It got a lot of attention. I know you've seen this, but I want everyone else to see this as well.
The hot mic. Eric, I'll have Eric call. Should I do that? He's such a good boy. I'll have Eric call. Inaudible.
That's what I didn't carry also. I didn't carry. We'll look for better
better place. Okay, what's wrong with that?
I like that.
I like that you told me. We don't need that. He ain't even know what they
Obviously,
was
there are
talking
investment
about.
projects happening in Indonesia.
No. I got to go into it a little bit right there because it's the first time I'm seeing that. He ain't know what that man was talking about. He was like, huh? Okay, I'll have Eric call. And he's the one that handles that. So where's you real slick girl? Get her, Eric. Get her.
First off, have you heard from the president? Has he called you?
No, not about that, but I'm glad he acknowledges that I'm a good boy. I am a good boy. We have two of the biggest projects in Indonesia. We've signed those in 2014, 2015, respectively. Got a great project in Bali. We've been working on it for a decade. We've got a great project right outside Jakarta, a great golf course that I operate every single day. Incredibly proud of it. It's probably the greatest course in the region. And so I'm honored that the president knows about it and clearly asks about it because they're probably two of the most consequential real estate projects, obviously, in the region. That started before my father's first presidency, before my father first even won, probably before he actually started campaigning. And so I'm honored that he knows about it. I've never met the president of Indonesia, but it doesn't surprise me given the magnitude and prominence of those projects, and he knows about what I'm doing over there.
For people who see that moment and say, well, there's supposed to be, this wall between the president and his business and what's happening, as you described it, a big wall that was put in place, and he's not supposed to be involved in the day-to-day activities. Yeah. I mean, what does it say when a world leader clearly thinks he is and is asking, it seemed in reference to that, and asking to get in touch with you?
And then again, when he asked him, he said, I'll have Eric get in contact with you, and I'm glad you told me that. When somebody said, I'm glad you told me that kind of means that they didn't know what you was talking about, shorty. Come on with it. And y'all probably don't agree with me in the comments or whatever like that, but that's how I break it down. I got common sense. I'm not going to feed into that nonsense. They need news, and they're trying to get views. We don't do that over here. We try to wring the rag out and get the truth. Now, we're going to see what's up with this commutation of this prison sentence for former Representative George Santos. And it's funny how George got a commutation, but P. Diddy didn't get a commutation because he shouldn't have said certain things and thought that it was going to be possible to get his sentence commutated if he really wasn't getting along with Trump like that. But yes, George Santos on his way walking out from the prison yesterday, going back home with his people.
President Trump just this hour commuting the sentence of former Republican Congressman George Santos, who is currently serving a 7-year prison sentence for aggravated identity theft and wire fraud charges. Let's get straight to CNN's Kristen Holmes at the White House. Kristen, a bit of a Friday night news dump, I guess we could describe it, from President Trump. Did he say why he chose to do this?
Well, it seems pretty unexpected, actually, because President Trump has been lobbied on this by both Santos as well as other members of Congress like Marjorie Taylor Greene for some time, and he has always evaded answering the question of whether or not he would pardon or commute a sentence for George Santos. It does appear, looking at George Santos' Twitter, that he wrote an open letter from prison recently as this week. But if you're asking President Trump why he did it, he is linking this to Senator Blumenthal of Connecticut and saying that Blumenthal lied but never had to go to jail. And of course, Santos lied but did have to go to jail. And then really essentially saying that because Santos is a Republican, that maybe he should have his sentence commuted. This is also not the first of these former Republican politicians that he has pardoned or commuted their sentence. He did so for Representative Michael Grimm. He did so for a Connecticut governor, among others, all Republican.
I do see a lot of pardons going on. There was a gang going on with President Biden. I saw that. They definitely make sure that they take care of their party, and it's a lot of party favoritism going on. But the reason why Diddy didn't get it, if he didn't say anything negative about Trump, he would have got his pardon, because Trump basically did say that. I was playing the clip yesterday. You guys probably saw it. I don't want to research and look for it now, but that is exactly what he said. Let's keep on moving forward to the border as the U.S. border starts to break ground on a 15-mile border wall construction. I got to tell you, these guys are pretty good at construction. I've been doing construction for a very long time. I like the way they get busy. These guys don't play. Actually, they're going to be writing their names and certain things on the top of the wall before they put it up, which is pretty cool because it doesn't matter. It's going to weather and get dirty anyway. I like to see people work, to tell you the truth. Work is my thing. Work. I just love it.
There you go.
Now, as the U.S. water, they just putting their names on it, and doing whatever they want for Charlie and all that. The U.S. at work on with U.S. Steel. That's right. So notice how you just see that little part right there go up, right? Watching 1 minute, how much work they get done. And of course it's sped up, it's definitely sped up. But you just, you know what I'm saying? That's that nail I be talking about banging right there. Bang that nail till you get it right. Level it off, whatever it is. Yeah, feel good about the work that you did. That's right. Earn your keep. So what if it's rusty? It still works. That's right. Put it up. Secure it. Yeah, look at that. U.S. Army at work right there. That's where my dad used to be, right there. Proud service member. My country. That's right. They're going to roll it back. Roll it back. So yeah, they put up the high wall. Then they line it with the barbed wire for anybody that wants to get creative. Nah, no talking, just me right now. I want you guys to see our U.S. soldiers at work, not just, fighting and stuff, other stuff as well. A lot of money goes into that. Just that 15-mile wall right there. All of the manpower. Yeah, I like to see stuff like that. Yeah, I do. That's what men really like to see. I don't know nothing about no sham bags and all of them slippers and stuff like that. I do not own one pair of slides. You get outside and you get in a fight, next thing you know, you're going to get slid in a pair of slides. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We're going over to China. I'm not going to do it. Don't even tempt me. I was about to do something stupid. I'm not going there. Reporters say that there's high-tech crimes created behind this phony toll road these tech cameras. You guys got to be careful about this. I don't even live in Los Angeles, and I was getting these toll advisories on my phone and all of this crap going on about, what was that about? I owe money for these tolls that I went through in Los Angeles. No, I didn't.
Now to this developing news and a $1 billion scam targeting drivers across Southern California.
Yeah, remember those annoying texts that claimed you owed money for driving the toll roads? Mm-hmm. Well, federal officials believe they have found the people behind it all. CBS LA's Lori Perez is live near the 110 toll roads in Gardena with details for us on this massive con. Lori?
Well, Juan and Susie, I was one of those people who got one of those texts. Luckily, I did not open it. I did not fall for it. But apparently, a lot of people who use LA's freeways did. But experts say anyone with a phone can be a target of these illegal and international operations. With our constantly clogged freeways, toll lanes offer an escape from gridlock for a price. With an Easy Pass, you can sail right past the traffic jams and also sail right into trouble. Remember these texts? Many of us got them last year. Please pay for Fast Track Lane on December 22nd, 2024. In order to avoid excessive fees and potential legal action on the bill, please pay the fee in time. Thank you for your cooperation, and we wish you a happy holiday. We met Brian tonight, who knows all about these sketchy messages.
Every day.
Tonight, the Wall Street Journal reports the feds have identified who is behind them, high-tech Chinese criminal organizations. And the feds say they've stolen $1 billion using text scams in the last 3 years. Cybersecurity expert Casey Ellis is not surprised so many people clicked the link and paid up.
Honestly, no. I mean, the reason these scams continue to exist is because they work.
These crime rings are getting more sophisticated, setting up server farms in the U.S., capable, the Journal reports, of sending out 300,000 text messages a day nationwide, tricking people into giving up credit card and other personal information, all to be stolen.
This whole kind of trick that they're doing with basically kind of remotely operating the credit card via cell phone so that they can purchase stuff in China when the card's been stolen here in the US. Like, there's a lot of coordination that's gone into this. That's not uncommon for scam operations. I think it's good for people to know that those things do exist, but this is definitely, like, the scale of this operation is pretty crazy.
If you don't want to become a victim, experts say don't ever give up any personal or financial information. In fact, Don't even open any links to people or companies you don't know.
Productively paranoid, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Like, you don't want people to be afraid of using their phones or doing that kind of thing, but you do want folks to stop for a second and think, like, is this legit or not? Is this something that's safe or not?
I just don't respond. I just ignore it.
Erase it, yeah.
And that is a good act to do. Experts say if you think you get a scam text, just delete it.
I delete them all the time. Let's get into some Prince Andrew to see why he's about to get stripped, because he's been acting up for a while, y'all. And what did he say over here? Yeah, let's go.
He had sex with you 3 times.
No.
No.
No to all of it.
All of it. Absolutely no to all of it.
This is pretty bad for the monarchy as a whole.
It has been what I would describe as a constant sore in the family.
I think really the best strategy is, as far as the royals are concerned, to sort of put that distance up.
Yeah, more than 10 years after he was first accused of having sex with a teen trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, the former Duke of York, making the shocking choice to relinquish his royal title after reported pressure from the king.
The spotlight seems to come back time and again onto Prince Andrew.
Bye-bye.
In an official statement sent to ET from the palace, Andrew says he came to the decision after discussions with his brother, King Charles, and his family. Quote, "We have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and my country first." Andrew continues to deny any wrongdoing.
I've said consistently and frequently that we never had any sort of sexual contact whatever. If somebody's going to make those sorts of allegations, then I've just got to have a thick skin and get on with it.
This comes 6 years after Andrew's late mother, Queen Elizabeth, urged Andrew to step back from his royal duties and his 6-figure salary.
What he is losing is the ability and the privilege to represent the Queen in public. I think they both realised that Andrew's position was untenable and there was no choice but for him to step back.
So why is now the time for him to drop his title? Well, the Times reports the king came to a tipping point this week after a resurfaced email between the prince and Epstein raised new questions about when the friends cut ties. Here's what Andrew told the BBC's Newsnight in a bombshell interview back in 2019.
December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion. Why?
I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together. To this day, I never had any contact with him from that day forward.
But check out this message reportedly sent months later, right around the time this photo with Andrew's alleged victim, Virginia Giuffre, came to light. Yep, that's Epstein's co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, in the background.
But I can tell you categorically, I do not remember a photograph being taken.
Andrew says in the email, "It would seem we are in this together and we will have to rise above it. Otherwise, keep in close touch and we'll play some more soon."
Well, I don't think there can be any comeback full stop for Prince Andrew. I don't know how you recover from these sort of very damaging headlines and these new allegations.
So what's going to happen? Let me just get right to it. What's going to happen with Andrew is this. He cannot be stripped of his prince. He's the prince. His actually mother is the queen. So you can't take that away from him. But as far as being the duke of anything, like somebody said yesterday, he is now the dookie of nothing. There you go, y'all. The duke of Earl, duke of nothing, duke of nothing, duke of duke of nothing. Honestly, I think he needs the silver bracelets. Call it what you want. An investigation into that way that Virginia is no longer here. A mysterious bus. But Bugatti, be quiet. Don't get in no trouble, because I can really dig in if I really wanted to go there, y'all. You want to start some conspiracies? Might want to see another show later. Let me stop. Let's get on over to East New York, where this man says he has to sleep in mold leaks in his apartment, so he's chose to sleep outside. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. This is what's going on in certain places. I'm going to tell you, if it was me, I don't think I'm going to be sleeping outside. Somebody going to be Somebody gonna be handling this up, or I'm gonna have to move.
An East New York man is pleading for help with his apartment that he says has been infested with black mold for months. News 12's Karina Gary is along Montauk Avenue with the story.
For the last 3 weeks, Sharif Hall and his dog Stella have been sleeping outside.
There's no place safe in my apartment. The ceiling could fall on me while I sleep.
For Sharif, braving the elements is preferred to living with the black mold, holes in the ceiling, and leaky pipes of his apartment.
I'm starting to wheeze, I'm starting to cough. Our dog is starting to cough and wheeze also.
In April, Sharif believed the hard times were finally over. That's when he was given the keys to his very own apartment after living in and out of shelters for years.
He slept on trains. He slept outside. He did what he had to do to survive.
But in reality, his problems were only just beginning. The first thing Sharif noticed inside the Montauk Avenue apartment was the smell. And it's been one problem after another since. Sharif is afraid of showering and using the toilet because right now toilet water leaks down from these holes in the ceiling whenever his neighbors use their bathroom.
Forgot about the rodents that look down, and once they see that it's a place to jump, they jump down and they start looking for what? Looking for food. That's right. Rodents in the walls. In New York City, where else you think they live at? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's terrible. He's going to have to leave that apartment. They're going to have to knock all of that stuff out. Probably not even going to be able to live there anymore. Let's get on over to Los Angeles as these Rills knobbers steal about 600,000 Richard Mille watch from somebody from Irving. What's that right there? Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Now, if everybody gave $1, we'd be good. Thank you so much. And yes, because you did that, who's that right there? Thank you so much, Sam Champion. Thank you so much. It's all appreciated. I told you, like, each one, $1 really stacks up. I really appreciate that. Like it was 100. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
The hunt is on for 3 armed men who attacked an Irvine business owner and robbed him at gunpoint.
It happened in a parking area as the man was leaving work.
Well, he tells our Michelle Gili they snatched his watch worth more than $500,000.
I honestly thought I'm going to die, yeah. But I thought they're going to shoot me anyway, so let's fight till the last minute.
An Irvine businessman says he was robbed of his $600,000 watch during a violent incident as he left his office on Main Street Wednesday evening. Because the suspects are on the loose, he's afraid to reveal his identity.
One was sitting on my face, the other guy was hitting with a gun my head, my face. The guy with the black hoodie, he tried to do something with his gun got jammed like twice.
Wow.
I already felt the car is coming to me. I knew something is fishy.
The victim says the 3 men were waiting in a parking garage. He opened the door to his Bentley and they surrounded him with guns drawn. He told me there's no question that they were after his exclusive Richard Mille Nadal watch. He posted a picture of the watch Sunday on social media.
I have a private Instagram. Sometimes, yeah, I'm posting here and there. I know it's wrong, but this could be part of it. It could be someone that knows me from my social networkings.
Irvine police are investigating why the man was targeted as they search for the robbers. They want people to follow a simple rule.
Yeah, with social media, we're all sharing the things in our daily lives, right? And they're kind of breadcrumbs. You know, if you're showing your apartment, you're showing your place of business, your vehicle, they could leave thieves to you.
That's why I'll take them straight to Chinatown. You guys know what I mean when I say that, right? Huh? Y'all know what I mean, right? Look up Ocho Cinco and how he rocks his jewelry. Then you'll understand what I'm saying. They'd be like, give me that watch. I'd be like, no problem. Boom, give it to you. You got it. No, ain't got to hit me in the head. You got it. Then when they go to the pawn shop, sir, I'm sorry, but this is fake. Bugatti gets the last laugh. Keep on moving forward. Especially it's exclusive. How the hell you know if it's real or not? Man, listen, stop playing with me, man. I don't do that no more. Walking around outside looking like a piece of steak. $600,000 watch on your wrist after you've already posted it. They out there like this with the knives, like licking their chops, waiting for you. Man, listen, somebody didn't use they fast food job money to hunt you down. I'm serious for that. You set yourself up, but don't do stuff like that trying to show off and probably try to do it for your business or whatever. But when you do stuff like that, you kind of leave yourself susceptible to those things happening. And I'm just joking when it comes down to the, down to the way that it happened, because it wasn't right for that to happen. But he should definitely probably had, if you got $600,000, where's your security at? Where's your bodyguards? Because you should be able to have some money to be able to protect yourself. Sad situation, and I'm not trying to victim shame, but if you got $600,000 for a watch, where's your security at? I'm sure he got some insurance though. Probably got a big knot on his head because when they kept on pounding him on the head too. And whoever tries to pawn or sell that watch is not going to work. It's an exclusive. So as soon as you bring it somewhere, you're getting locked up, and they're going to charge you with grand theft, not just theft, grand theft. Let's get on over to Washington, where the Bank of America is being faced with lawsuits and accused of having ties with none other than who? Your boy over there standing up with the puss face, Jeffrey Epstein. Let's go, y'all. Let's do it.
Good news, Charlotte-based Bank of America facing a lawsuit accused of having a financial tie to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The lawsuit has claimed one of Epstein's victims was instructed to open an account, and Epstein and his accountant would transfer money into that account. The lawsuit alleges the transactions should have been flagged as being suspicious initially, but they weren't reported until after Epstein died in 2019. The lawsuit, seeking unspecified damages, a spokesperson for the bank declined to comment. Charlotte-based Bank of America facing a lawsuit.
So you know what I think that is, right? Anybody know about that large wire transfer that happened right before he got arrested and it went to his girlfriend? That's where it came from. Who's this right here? RMK, speak your truth, my brother. Okay, I appreciate that so much, and I'm glad you did that, but let's not, do it that way. I appreciate that so much, RMK, and you're probably trying to get your point out, and I appreciate that. Let's do it the right way. MKD2228 says, speak your truth, my brother, and I appreciate that so much. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's please get some more people over here, because I got a lot more information that I would really like to get out to more people. The way that you show your appreciation to me is just to get the likes up, because I do know it's hard out here for a pimp. So I don't try to hit your pockets too much over there. Plus, I still got a little bit of Bustelo in the kitchen, so we'll be all right. You ain't got to send me to Starbucks. It'll be nice, but all I really ask for, let's get those likes up so we can get more people over here. How do you get more people over here? Because they say, hey, why is this notification going up? Boom, then a bunch of people come over and say, hey, you're right. This guy's pretty good. The show's going on. That's what we're looking for. Also, trying to get the show to up to 60,000 subscribers, then 70, 80, 90, 100, but we'll take 60 right now. So if you guys like the show, go ahead and become a member, join, hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward. Now we got to get on over to this woman she nearly walked into the front of a train until stopped by a vigilant officer. I always say that two ways. It's either vigilant or, what is it, like vigilant? Vigilant? Yeah, vigilant or vigilant. I guess there's two ways of saying it. I want to freeze frame. People what they say when you're a kid, you just look both ways when you're crossing the street, right? Not just one way, you look both ways.
If this isn't a lesson in look both ways before crossing, then what is? A quick-acting security officer noticed the woman about to walk right in front of an oncoming tram and yanked her out of its path. It happened in the Turkish city of Kayseri. Officials say the woman was wearing headphones, but the officer was monitoring the yellow safety line. While she was looking in the opposite direction of the oncoming tram, she didn't get by this vigilant officer who saved her just in the nick of time. She may have taken a tumble to the ground and caused a bit of a scene at the tram stop, but everyone seemed relieved that this situation didn't turn tragic. After a discussion with the officer, she thanked him with a handshake and seemed to go about her day. Hopefully she and onlookers learned a lesson.
I think we passed the 2-minute point. I know a lot of you guys are going to be mad at me when I say this. My females that's in the building, you might get mad at me. I know. Hell with a handshake, you should have gave him some pussy. Straight up and down. He owns you now. Straight up and down. Money, everything in your pocket. You know what? Here you go. Here you go. All I need is enough to get home. No, sir. You taking this money or you gonna get some of this snatch. No disrespect, no disrespect. She could have been dead. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing. I promise you, I'm just joking. Don't beat me up. I do have a wild side when I think kind of crazy. I could write that and put it in the movie or something. That was kind of crazy. But you know what? We always thank the Lord for the good as well as helping us out with the bad. So we're going to thank him for that vigilant officer for being there to save the lady's life and for her to have another day to move forward. Thank God, because that could have went any other way. We thank you in Jesus' name, and please forgive me for the joke. Amen. Keep on moving forward. See, I'm trying to be nice. Okay, we're going to keep on, and don't make me laugh, because I don't need to see those laughing faces in there, because it's going to trigger me. I'm looking at the next thing that's coming up. I'm not looking at y'all. India, Bali, 3 charged with murder, facing the death penalty. We're going to keep on moving forward. Let's go, y'all. Do your boy a favor. Come on, I'm trying to get those numbers up. Let's double tap that screen to get those numbers up. It's a lot of people in here. You guys don't believe me, but if you double tap the screen to get those likes up, hit that 3 dots, boom, and then you hit those likes, boom, it'll make a lot more people come over here. That's all I ask for. Come on, y'all, let's keep going. We're going to Bali.
3 Australian men have now been formally charged over a shooting murder in Bali, now up against a maximum penalty of death if found guilty. James Carmody has the development.
They'll be playing in India, boy. You're getting the whole thing.
Good afternoon. After months locked up as suspects, those 3 Aussie men, all aged in their 20s, have today been formally charged by Indonesian police with premeditated murder.
Damn.
They next go to court and, if guilty, could face the maximum penalty, execution by firing squad. The Bali 3 are accused of the brutal shooting murder of Melbourne father Zavan Radmonovic and the shooting and bashing of underworld figure who survived, Sanar Ghanim. This is alleged to have happened in June, in the middle of the night in a luxury villa in Bali, not far from Canggu, when police say 22-year-old Mevlut Koskun and 26-year-old Paya I Middlemore Tapo broke down the door of the villa with a sledgehammer. It's then alleged they shot both men in front of their partners and escaped on motorbikes into the night. Only days later were they arrested alongside 27-year-old Sydney plumber Darcy Jensen, who is accused of planning the hit. This morning, the trio were marched out of Bali's notorious Kerobokan prison by heavily armed officers. We'll have full details in 7 News at 6 and hear from the lawyers who will try to keep them off death row.
Nah, man, oh boy, you might as well say they out of there. They got them in masks and all type of stuff, already described what they done did. It's a wrap. They out of there. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to make, it is what it is. From what I see, I don't know if they're gonna make it out the courtroom. Let's get on over to Coral Gables. This man is accused of spying on some teenage girls in Coral Gables. Time for the wood chipper to come out, y'all. You know we gotta find him and put him on Bill Blast out here. Let's go. Let's put him on blast so we can make sure that we find people like
And now to a safety alert, a man accused of trespassing and spying on teenage girls in Coral Gables.
Police say that he was caught looking through her bedroom window. And local 10's Terrell Fournay live now in Coral Gables with disturbing details for us today. Terrell.
And Calvin, this was a situation that detectives here had been investigating for the past 2 months. That crime was reported here in this neighborhood in Coral Gables, right off of Southwest 40th Street and Ponce de Leon Boulevard. But first, let's show you the person that police now have in custody. His name is Lester Alfonso Arteval, a man who is now charged with voyeurism and burglary of an occupied structure. Well, just a short time ago, that 58-year-old appeared before a judge in bond court on the pair of charges, all tied to an incident that happened back in August. A neighbor on this residential block called police to say that he spotted a man prowling on a nearby property and peeping through a bedroom window. The man eventually slipped away, but an alert neighbor jotted down a license plate number, and another neighbor offered surveillance video. Well, police say that these 2 instances helped to land Arteval in custody. It turns out that the bedroom he's accused of peeking through belongs to a pair of 18-year-old sisters who had no idea that they were being watched. Back out now live in this neighborhood, Coral Gables police tell us that this same man, Ardoval, was accused of a similar situation about 5 years ago in 2020, also in the city of Coral Gables. We know that he has a history. He's been charged with a couple of petty theft charges in the past, but for right now, he remains locked up in jail. He
need to stay in there because he keep on doing stuff like that. Lord knows what else he been doing. I know if the right father catch up with him, show you gun. He gonna catch it. They gonna beat him down. Some people like that, I tell you guys, sometimes it's good to let the community take care of them. Oh, the police don't want to handle him? We'll take care of him. Just don't say nothing when you don't see him no more. Let's keep on moving forward because now we're gonna go over to Alexandria, Virginia. Yeah, where police are searching for these Halloween mask-wearing trio that terrorize his family. Imagine all of a sudden, it feel like, what's the name of that movie? The Purge. I'm telling you, I'm not playing right now. It feels like The Purge happened to these people right here. It's not even Halloween. It must be Halloween somewhere else, or maybe they're just running around acting crazy. Because watch this right here. And they lucky it wasn't in another place because I know a lot of people would have just said, oh yeah, you want to do something like that? Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, pow, pow. So now we got the search for the masked trio who terrorized the family on some outside the window. I ain't even going to tell you. Check this out.
Video captured on a Ring doorbell camera.
Open the door!
3 people wearing Halloween masks terrorizing a family in Alexandria, Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C., late Tuesday night.
Worst nightmare.
The 3 apparently laughing at first, but their actions quickly becoming more sinister. From pulling on the front door,
Open the door! Open the door!
to making the motion of cutting their throat before threatening to break into the house.
I'm gonna count to 10. If this door doesn't open, we're gonna come in. 1. Come on in. Matter of fact, I'm coming out.
I said Happy Halloween when they first came, asked them to get off the property. When they didn't, that's when I realized it wasn't a joke anymore.
Our ABC affiliate WJLA speaking with Shayla, one
Look
of those
at Mike.
family members
Look
inside.
at Mike.
She says the 3 never got into the house.
They tore the whole thing down.
She says they made their way to the backyard, destroying her fence and the screen to the back door.
They came through there, and that's how they entered to get to our door to be able to knock on the back door.
I'm not aware of incidents that have occurred this heinous before, and that's why it's so concerning.
Police in Alexandria now investigating. The chief calling this video very alarming.
But we're going to take every step once we identify.
Hell, we're taking a step. Alexandria, y'all slipping. I'm telling you right now, as soon as they would have came through that screen right there, look at all the flames right there. Look, 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 40, look. Y'all was not playing. Y'all know what y'all would have did. What would y'all have done if they would have did this in y'all home and you got your babies in there to protect? Let it go. Let me know. I know a lot of people don't consent for violence in our show. I know that because I know y'all be telling me to chill. Bugatti, chill out. But you want to protect your babies from nonsense like this? In Alexandria, Virginia, you're going to try to call the police, but if they take it too long and they start ripping open your gate, trying to get through your window, they showing you that they tried to break in. Man, listen, stop playing. You better protect your people.
By them to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.
Investigators say what may be seen as a prank days before Halloween is no joke.
Going around to their backyard, destroying property, and transitions from a prank to a criminal offense. And we take these incidents seriously.
And the chief says his message to whoever did this is turn yourself in. Shayla says that is her mom's house. Her mom now lives in fear because they do not know who did this. Police say they have promising leads with.
Well, that's good that they have leads.
Yeah, it's good that they have leads, but they wouldn't have needed no leads. I would have probably had a case. They'd have been like, yes, Bugatti, we're going to have to take you in. No problem. Yeah, y'all good? Y'all going back? All right, everybody good? We know we ain't got to worry about nobody coming here doing that again because they going to think your daddy crazy. I love you, baby. Come on, give daddy a hug. Yeah, come on. Come here, ma. I love you to death. I don't know what you're going to... Yeah, I know. We have to fight this thing out. Come here, Junior. You the man of the house now. Anything happen, you got to do the same thing. It is what it is. That's how I'm going out. Represent for mines just to make sure that they good. How many people... I know y'all nice in the comments, but... Got to take care of my babies. I'm not playing with y'all. Man who survived the illa clown, John Wayne Gacy, speaks out. Yeah, Remember the old clown? We keeping it Halloween right now, y'all. We gonna keep it Halloween for a while. Yeah.
Serial killer John Wayne Gacy played a clown at children's parties while murdering at least 33 young men. Fascination in the case renewed thanks to a new Peacock series. Now Stephen Fabian speaks with a man who actually survived the killer clown.
Anthony Antonucci is one very lucky guy. He believes he escaped certain death at the hands of John Wayne Gacy. Do you think he was there to kill you that night?
Absolutely.
Get in the car. He's speaking out today as a new drama about Gacy, Devil in Disguise, debuts on Peacock.
I would have been about victim, 3 or 4. Pretty early on.
It was 1975. Antonucci was just 16, working part-time for Gacy's construction company when the creep challenged him to a wrestling match.
And all of a sudden, he had handcuffs. I didn't see him. He took them out of his pocket, unbeknownst, and got it on one of my wrists.
It was a trick Gacy used on many of his victims, but Antonucci, a high school wrestler, managed to wriggle out of the cuffs and turn the tables, slapping them on Gacy. Geez, look, do you attribute your wrestling background to saving your life?
I do. I actually do.
Like most serial killers, he's very intelligent.
Rafael Tovar, one of the lead investigators who brought Gacy to justice, is portrayed in the TV series.
We gotta talk. Kid's missing. Reported last seen with you. I don't know who that is.
Gacy preyed on young men and boys and was known as the Killer Clown. Because he liked to dress up as a clown, he called pogo to entertain children at parties.
Clowns are friendly. Clowns are, everybody's friend. And with a clown face, he could draw kids closer to him.
He's believed to have murdered at least 33 victims. Cops found most of the bodies buried in the crawl space under his home in a Chicago suburb. He was sentenced to death and gave Inside Edition his final interview. Our former anchor, Bill O'Reilly, spoke to Gacy on the phone hours before he was executed.
Do you feel any sense of remorse about anything that's happened here?
Well, considering I've never had a fair trial, how am I supposed to feel?
Even at this late date, you still say that you are innocent.
I will go to my death that way.
The 8-part series Devil in Disguise is streaming now on Peacock.
Yeah, I wanted to give them their props for that because you guys might want to see it. And now y'all know what it's about. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Halloween's coming. Ooh. Let's get on over to California. Do your boy a favor. Come on now, let's get those likes up to get more people over here. We got work coming through. Let's go. We got to get on over to California where this cable company, ooh boy, they got hit hard for some copper wire. I remember I was living in Texas. And all of a sudden they were like, hey, I want to go to this school. What are you going to school for when it's closed? To take some wire. They was doing some real bad stuff back then. And yeah, they used to make a lot of money from it until the refineries started making them leave identification and identify themselves. Because now anything that got stolen, they could get it back to the person who actually stole it, and now you'll be in trouble. Similar to the pawn shops. So they did the same thing with the refineries and all of these metal scrap yards. If you bring copper in, they're going to ask for your identification just in case another company or another place say that some of this stuff got stolen, and they might be able to trace it back. So don't do it. Trust me, don't do it.
Copper wire thieves are leaving streets in the dark and many people without their landlines.
Thieves even hit an AT&T vault where a lot of phone connections are made in South Los Angeles. Our Carlos Granda went along for a ride with technicians to see this problem firsthand. He joins us with the latest on this 7 on Your Side investigation. Carlos?
Well, that's right. 7 on Your Side Investigates has been working on this problem for months. Copper wire theft is a huge problem in Southern California. People lose not just their landlines, but also their internet. Sometimes emergency services are affected. Well, AT&T showed us what the thieves are doing and what the company is doing to try to stop it.
Welcome to the vault, the inner workings of phone service and internet for AT&T. There are miles of underground cables, and it's a constant battle to keep this working.
The robbers, they came in through there?
Back in January, thieves actually broke in and started cutting and stealing every cable they could. You can see the mess they left behind, strands dangling from overhead wires.
How many customers will be affected? But this looks like a lot.
It said hundreds of thousands of customers are going to be affected when those lines get cut. All of those lines are like single people's lines to their phones.
Hundreds, thousands.
32 cables were cut that night. That is a great
80% of this area that the customers feed were out of service. Pretty painful to know there's
Thank you for the
families,
love. Thank you, guys.
hospitals, offices, things of that nature, 911, not working because of theft like this.
AT&T took me on a ride-along with its technicians and showed me how the thieves broke in through a manhole that was sealed.
But this is the same thing that was over that manhole over there. So they dug out the asphalt and they removed the metal plate, and it's 1,600 pounds. So you can imagine they had serious heavy equipment to be able to do that.
Now they have welded manholes and bolted them in so they can't be removed. This one they even filled in with concrete.
Now, Carlos, in order for them to get in here, they need a jackhammer.
Right, they need to get rid of this.
They would need to actually jackhammer this up.
This gives you an idea of what thieves will do to steal copper, and Southern California leads the nation. According to AT&T, from January to June of this year, in Los Angeles, there was a total of 1,502 copper theft incidents. The city with the second highest number of incidents, St. Louis, had 483 during the same period. The main reason is the price of copper. It's jumped 58% in the last 5 years.
There's quite a bit of focus on
that little piece that she's holding right there, that piece of copper that she's holding right there, probably at least about $250 to $300, just that spool of copper. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you guys appreciate the education on the copper. Yes, I know a lot about it, a lot about metals and stuff like that. But if it's worth something, you know people going to try to go after it. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Now we're going to get over to, where we going? What we doing? Let's show another precious metal and what was done with this precious metal. Let's get on over to, I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps. Dun, 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 and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little towns. Yeah, I know what I'm talking. I love that song right there. That's my joint right there. That's why I stay here so damn long. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. But look at what this jeweler did, and she makes a special necklace for this little girl who was robbed, yes, of her necklace when she was walking to school. So someone said, you know what, we saw that video, we didn't like what happened to her, so we got to look out, and we're going to go ahead and make her another necklace. I appreciate somebody like this for doing this.
Follow up to a story we first brought you last week. A 10-year-old girl was mugged, her necklace stolen while on her way to school in the East Tremont section of the Bronx. It was a story that may have shaken your faith in humanity, but now it has come full circle, and it just might give you a reason to believe again. Kimberly Richardson has the exclusive.
So pretty.
It's beautiful. This is what community and a whole lot of heart looks like. Zoe Acevedo meeting Carrie Levine for the first time. Carrie surprising the 10-year-old with a custom gold necklace. It's a story you'll only see here on Eyewitness News. I'm going to put it on your neck right now. This all started as Carrie, aka the godmother of diamonds, was watching Eyewitness News. I called them up on Sunday and I said, we have to do something. Carrie was heartbroken to hear what happened to Zoe as she walked to school here in the East Tremont section of the Bronx. This man, who police are still looking for, approached the middle schooler and said this.
He said, give me that goddamn chain. And he took my chain.
Did he snatch it all?
Yeah.
Took the chain, which Zoe only wore on special occasions, was a gift from her family. Carrie called a friend with an idea. I said, let's reach Kimberly and see if I can do this. 70-point rounds or 50-point ovals? Carrie, who is a straight shooter. If you don't like kids and you don't like animals, I don't like you. She got right to work with her team here at Diamante NYC in Midtown, and in just 2 days made this beautiful necklace. I want to make her feel special because what happened to her was terrible. And to have a traumatic thing happen when you're a young girl, that'll stay with her forever. As will this moment of generosity. Listen, I hope one day I can make that kid an engagement ring if I'm still alive. Kimberly Richardson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
And you ask me why I love Italian people? They're some of my favorite. They're some of the favorite people that I know. That's right, y'all. Double tap that screen to get those likes up if y'all appreciate that story. Nice, heartwarming story. But I gotta take you to another situation in the Bronx that's not so heartwarming. And I have to tell you, I have to show it to you. I was not gonna show you, but I have to. Because he got this lady looking like a raccoon. Yes, we got this man who's been charged with attempted murder. Yeah, after attacking 3 women. Now, they're alive. They're alive. We're only talking, yeah, they're alive. But after you see this story, you're not going to be so happy. But yes, that was a fantastic thing that she did. And sometimes we got to get ourselves ready for stuff because sometimes we got to take the good and then the bad.
Can you
And we're going to stay in the Bronx. We're staying in the Bronx. We're staying in the Bronx.
please stop punching me? Don't punch me anymore. I'm hurt. Stop.
Virginia Alvarez was beaten within an inch of her life Wednesday morning in the Bronx.
He said, you killed my mother. And then he pushed me on the floor. And then he just kept punching me and punching me. You killed my mother. You like that? You like that? He kept punching me and punching me.
The nurse's aide was walking to work at 5:30 on University Avenue when she said she crossed paths with the devil. Surveillance video shows the savage and random attack where he relentlessly used his fists and this pole on the 46-year-old.
So he got a pole and he hit me with a pole on my head and back up here and here. And then a civilian from the street. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have been dead today.
She believes that man saved her life by scaring him off. But 2 hours later, police say the 23-year-old suspect struck again. This time attacked.
I swear to you guys, the reason I'm showing you these videos and stuff like this is because I'm really telling you guys there's actually no patrol with police in the streets. Could open the window and just let this go for hours of just watching video in the most dangerous neighborhoods. Absolutely no police patrol. None. So if there's no police patrol, what do you think these criminals are going to do? And don't just say the police patrol is going to help. Yes, it will, because at least they'll be able to get to somebody faster or be in the event of when it's happening and not always running around afterward talking about some damn video. Talking about, did you see it? Putting the wrong person up against the wall because they stupid. If I was the mayor of New York, I'd be like, look here. How many people we got in here? Are you behind the desk? This month, I need everybody to explain to me what their job is. That's what you got to do for the next 30 days. After you explain to me what your job is, my mindset is, can they be in cars? Can they be in the streets moving around? Oh, y'all could be in the car. Y'all can come in here for 2 hours, whatever like that, patrol for a while, and then get back to your desk. Okay, cool. Let's get out more. And don't hang out by the gas station. Don't hang out by the main areas. Like if you're in Harlem, don't be in 125th and on 110th Street and on no, I want y'all on 113th. I want you on 7th Avenue. I want you on St. Nick. I want you moving around where shit is happening. Stop fronting like you're working, and if you don't, you're fired. How about that? Oh, I'll be a total different kind of mayor, boy. And you know what we doing again? Stop and frisk. Everybody with a mask on. If you got a hoodie on and it's 90 degrees, oh, he's suspect. What's going on? Oh, what's going on with you? Oh, officer, what you doing? Oh, yeah, we back to that again. Yo, what's wrong with this crazy mayor? Yeah, he's crazy, ain't he? That motherfucker's stupid. He's loco. Whole bunch of people getting processed. Oh boy. Take it back to the time when they didn't like it. That's what we take it back to Giuliani times when they was real angry. That's when I'll be the worst. And him, after you found, oh boy, remember the old cops when they come get you, boop, 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 boop. You be coming in there like this, they be like, hey, what happened to him? Oh, he fell down some steps. And I know you guys think I'm wrong about it, but sometimes, like my crew MOP says, violence is a universal language. And sometimes you gotta whoop some ass to make a person understand that you're not playing. And defending these women like that, that should be just the first common thing. As soon as it's a woman in a dispute like that or whatever like that, it's just know that they're getting their ass whooped. Period. Straight up and down. And I rest. Everybody does not have to agree with me. That's just the way that the show is, and that's why I made it like that. I am not telling you guys to agree with me. Y'all can tear me up in the comments, but that's my opinion.
Attacking a 15-year-old girl on her way to school on Lewis 9 Boulevard.
Hold on. No, the 15-year-old girl. You got to go back to that. I was talking.
But 2 hours later, police say the 23-year-old suspect struck again, this time attacking a 15-year-old girl on her way to school on Lewis 9 Boulevard.
She's in the hospital. She can't even talk, the poor girl.
And 2 hours after that, went after a 54-year-old woman on Franklin Avenue.
He is sick. He being used by the devil.
Jeremiah White was arrested and arraigned Thursday, but prosecutors say he attacked 2 other women as recently as September, only to be released. Alvarez's mother blames bail reform laws for her daughter's broken bones and bruises.
Public safety is gone down, okay? Because the bill reform, the police do their job. They get them arrested, and they come right back out. And we're losing a lot of life.
Jeremiah White was out of jail because he was on supervised release. The district attorney's office says that the previous attacks were not bail eligible. He is now facing a rap for attempted murder and being held on $600,000 bond.
Charge is going to get broken down.
They don't want you to know.
Charge is going to get broken down. He going to get like 8 1/3 to 25 or something like that. Probably be home in like 4 years doing it all over again. Straight up. No reform, no nothing. Nothing. Give them to the people. And the people need to start stepping up for real. Like that one man that stepped up, that was cool because he saved her life. Did you guys see all of that was coming out of her head while she was on that gurney? Thank you, God, for saving her life and keeping her safe and making sure that she was here to tell this story to get him arrested. And Lord, please help us to be more secure and help us to stay together in times like this. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. It's not always good times, you guys. It's not always good times. Things actually happen and stuff like that. And I know y'all, a lot of y'all be on some, oh, be nice. Nope, wood chipper. He need his ass whooped. I'm telling you. If 3 dudes would have just came up while he was doing that and just gave him the business until y'all was screaming, oh, that's enough, that would have been fine with me. Let's get on over to Arkansas, where a woman gets ejected from her car after her boyfriend will not pull over for the Arkansas State Police. They was in a high-speed chase, y'all, and she wound up on the side of the road, and we won't be together no more. If you don't care about me, if you got me on the side of the road and I'm getting ejected out of some car, you must not care about me, Tommy. What are you doing? You don't care about me, Tommy. Talking about they flying in that little cheap car. They flying. Look. Look, she over there. On the side of the road. Look, flip like 7 times. She done flipped like 7 times. Look. Lord have mercy. She got ejected.
Find him. Keep an eye on him.
Lord, you ain't got to worry about
Gray
her.
sweatshirt, went around the back. I've got one on the ground. Passengers on the ground.
You do not have to worry about her.
Stay still. Yes, ma'am. What's hurting on you?
Everything.
Okay. Stay still. EMS, please.
I told him to stop, bro.
No, we got to do that again, y'all. You know me, we got to do it again.
1037 southbound outside.
Rewind selector. There you go. Pushing.
EMS.
He said, what hurts? She said, everything hurts. Oh man, why are you laughing, Bugatti? Just sometimes I could just make myself laugh. Y'all was in the comments, y'all said you don't have to worry about her going anywhere. She don't need no handcuffs. She need to be strapped down in the gurney with a full body CAT scan at this point. And let me tell you something, that relationship should have been over. Soon as he started doing that, look, I know she was in there like, let me out. He like, no, bitch, you on your own. I got too much cases. You better jump. Lord have mercy. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to go over this video. Y'all wanna? Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Y'all. We gonna go over to this video where this murdered girl used to call months before discovered the Bill's naughty. I don't want to say these words. I'm trying to keep us from getting in trouble, so I'm gonna let them say it right here. This right here, I gotta bring this. I gotta bring this story up. I didn't want to bring it up, but this is the story right here of London Thomas, and there's a mother and a son that's facing these charges in her tragic loss. Let's go, y'all.
But first at 5, a sudden breakthrough in the case of 17-year-old London Thomas. 6 months after her death, murder charges have been filed. We appreciate you joining us this afternoon. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shaquette. For the first time, prosecutors are revealing how the teenager was killed. They say she was asphyxiated.
London, last seen April 5th after being dropped off at her boyfriend's house in Inkster. Her body was found April 26th inside a white SUV in Southfield. By early May, 2 suspects were released, 1 woman charged with lying to investigators.
Now, prosecutors say they have enough evidence to charge London's boyfriend and his mother.
7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock starts us off with a closer look at the major development and the family's reaction tonight.
London Thomas's grandmother says she's breathing a sigh of relief now that murder charges have been announced in her granddaughter's death. London's body was found in this Southfield neighborhood back in April.
I want justice for my granddaughter. I want them to get the maximum penalty they can get for my granddaughter.
Justina Martin is London Thomas's grandmother. London was only 17 years old when investigators say she was killed.
I am so glad that they got what they got coming.
London's 23-year-old ex-boyfriend Jalen Pendergrass and his mother Charla Pendergrass have been arrested and charged with second-degree murder. London was last seen alive after she was dropped off at Jalen's home in Inkster back in April. Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy says a friend of Charla told the FBI that Charla had asked him to transport a plastic bin with unknown contents. He then allegedly placed the bin in an SUV and parked it on Millard Street in Southfield. In late April, London's body was found still inside a bin in that SUV. Her cause of death was determined to be asphyxia.
I don't sleep good at night since this happened because I've been praying for justice.
Martin says she always suspected that Jalen and his mother had something to do with London's disappearance and murder.
It built it because I talked to her and she told me that my granddaughter wanted to kill herself. I say, well, why would she say that? She never told me. And me and her was close. She tell me everything. She was letting me know then that she was dead.
Meanwhile, Martin says life has been so hard without London.
I miss talking to my grandbaby because she always called me and say, Grandma, I love you. And I miss her. I got her pictured all over my house.
Jalen and Charla Pendergrass are expected to be formally charged Friday morning. I did reach out to their attorney, but haven't heard back yet. In Southfield, Tiara Braddock, 7 News Detroit.
Terrible, man. Terrible story. I know I didn't want to do that, but I had to because I wanted her to get her story out. I wanted her to say her piece, and I wanted you guys to hear it. And I thought that that's the least that we could do over here because ain't nobody else really bringing the story out. Another reason why I always ask you guys to double tap the screen, not just for me, because I'm trying to get more people over here to see stories like that. Yes, we can blend in with the cool stuff and have good vibes so that we can, want to hang out with each other. But that's when I try to slip those stories in there as well because it's like kind of putting a fat pill or smart pill in your food. You get what I'm saying? So it's really helping you at the same time and teaching you something because I always try to give a message at the same time while I'm trying to, show things. Let's get on over to the Hamptons. If any of you guys like Vince McMahon, I don't care what nobody says. I was a wrestler when I was little, even though I never stepped in the ring. And Vince McMahon was a big part of my wrestling career. I never had a name, but I was always ready for action, y'all. Y'all hear what I'm saying to y'all right now? Wrestling was a big thing for me. And yes, Mr. Vince McMahon got a little bit of situations going on right now with this crash. He got charges dropped and he's got to be in a probation program. Thought you guys might be interested if anybody's an old WWF fan.
Former WWE CEO Vince McMahon was in court today. A judge granted him probation in his reckless driving case. That will allow charges against him to be dropped in 1 year's time. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter reports from Stamford.
When Vince McMahon arrived at court, he was met by a group of fans. McMahon's attorney told me they were waiting here for at least an hour in hopes of getting a picture or an autograph.
Thank you.
WWE's Vince McMahon walked into Stamford Superior Court flanked by his security team. It came after he'd previously applied for a pretrial probation program called Accelerated Rehabilitation in connection with the 3-car crash on July 24th. This is a picture of McMahon's Bentley right after the collision occurred on the Merritt Parkway in Westport.
It's alleged that he was swerving in and out of traffic, going in excess of 90 miles per hour.
The police report said McMahon collided with the back of a BMW, then the center median, with debris causing another car to crash. No one was hurt, but McMahon was charged with reckless driving and following too closely. The accident happened just hours before Hulk Hogan's death became public.
He's fully insured. He did send 2 apology notes out through counsel. Understands the seriousness of the case, understands he qualifies for the program, and assures the court this won't happen again.
The prosecution didn't object to the AR program, which allows first-time offenders charged with certain crimes to avoid a conviction. McMahon will have the case dismissed in 1 year as long as he stays out of trouble and completes the program.
They said it happened right like an hour before Hulk Hogan's death became public. That's very interesting to know right there. Could that mean that he already knew before it became public and he was just driving erratic on some? Don't know. I don't know. Because I know that they were really close to those 2 guys were really close. Just glad nobody hurt themselves in that incident. I really like, just the fact of knowing. I know there's a lot of publicity about negative things going on with Vince McMahon, about what they brought out and stuff like that, but I know him for wrestling, and I just really loved wrestling when I was a kid. Hello, Rich. He doesn't have anything to worry about. He's rich. Miss McMahon was on the Sauce and Flour driving the Daytona 500. He should be in prison with R. Kelly. It's a show. It is a show. I know that. The Tonga Kid, Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Y'all know the new guys. I'm an old school wrestler. Yeah, Bob Backlund. Yeah, that type of people that I know. What was it? Tony Gurria and Rick Martel. Who else? You can't forget about Ric Flair. Come on now, Ric Flair. Woo! He said, I spent more money on spilt liquor and spilt champagne than you. Yes, Ric Flair. And then the Ultimate Warrior. And then you got, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was my dude. You had... Remember this dude, right? With the bird? You remember him? I could do it all day. Then, doom, The Undertaker. Yeah, but I don't care what nobody said. My favorite of all time, you guys can have your own, but he was like my dog, and nobody could beat this guy, even when he lost. The Ultimate Warrior. When he ran out and did that crazy thing on the chain, I used to be like, yeah! And he was like so cocked. I used to love the hell out the Ultimate Warrior, y'all. DJ XY3898 says, keep doing you, brother. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We got to keep on going. Y'all should have stopped me from talking about wrestling. We got to get on over to China. I want you guys to see some flying cars that's been demoed in Dubai. It's an ARX 3F. It takes flight in Asia. And guess what, you guys? If you live in a certain place, you could actually get a license to drive this vehicle, and it's a flying car. Check this out, you guys. Let me open up the screen real quick. How many people would actually buy a flying car if it was affordable?
Its latest innovation.
No traffic in LA anymore. Think about it.
Dubai. Demonstrating a modular aircraft that its creators say makes flying as easy as possible for ordinary people. Asia's largest flying car manufacturer, A-Ridge, presented its X3F Air module with a flight demonstration over the Emirate. There is more details here.
The Chinese modular A-Ridge X3F, described as the air module of a land aircraft carrier, performed takeoff and landing demonstrations in Dubai, with spectators gathered to witness the presentation. Technicians prepared the drone-like vehicle for flight.
And y'all are right. Y'all be saying it right. Oh, so it's a drone that can carry you. Y'all always
flying over Dubai's skyline, including views of Palm Jumeirah hotels.
So it's a big drone.
Before landing back at the demonstration site.
We design our land aircraft carriers
utilize the latest technology and proprietary technology in terms of the powertrain, battery, flight control, and a control system that to allow the flying experiences to be as easy as possible for ordinary people.
All right, everybody in the comments,
The
who's
vehicle is
getting one?
designed together with
Who
a
getting
car
one?
included
Thumbs
in a
up for everybody that's
compartment
getting
that
one. Come on, y'all.
solves
We tired of traffic.
refueling, and storage problems. The modular approach allows the flying component to detach and operate independently while being transported by a ground vehicle when not in flight.
Wow.
It are also designed together with a car. Actually, we're included in its rear compartment so that it resolves the transportation, refueling, and storage problems, which is a typical.
Pricing for the Gulf region has yet to be determined, but companies said within China the vehicle is aimed to be priced at less than 2 million yuan, approximately $270,000 US. In terms of licensing requirements, the aircraft can be flown with China's easiest category of pilot license called lightweight sports aircraft, which can be obtained in around 2 months.
So in China, there was different.
So you guys would be off in the air, doing your thing for $200,000 and 2 months worth of training. What do y'all think? Took you that long to drive a car? Learn how to drive a car? 200,000, no more traffic. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. If you would buy this car, if it became affordable, let's say $60,000, $70,000. Let's get a thumbs up for everybody in the comments that actually do that. And let's get this troll up out of here right now. Who's that right there? Foxy Mation? Let's get them all the way out here. Whoever we got up in the building as our mods. I don't even normally do that. But let's get Foxy up out of here. Foxy's acting up. Do me that favor, you guys. Let's see how on point that we are. Maybe Casey can just go ahead and knock Foxy out of here. Really appreciate that, bro. Oh, what else we got over here? We're going to keep on moving forward. We're going to go over to Mexico because we got heavy rain that fell in Mexico that left about 64 people that lost their lives. I want you guys to see this because, again, it's an important story, and sometimes we do mix it up.
Tonight, the desperate search for 65 people still missing after catastrophic floods swept through Mexico. 64 people confirmed killed as days of torrential rain pounded the central and eastern parts of the country, pushing rivers past their limits, a wall of water washing away homes and swallowing up cars. No tenemos nada. Epifania Hernandez in the state of Veracruz says people are trapped, adding she, her family, and others have been left with nothing. Local authorities there say the Cazones River rose nearly 5 feet in just a matter of minutes, leaving no time for residents to escape. This business owner saying no one was prepared for this, pointing to the tables, chairs, and everything else he's lost. The National Guard and local rescue teams have been searching for survivors through waist-deep water for days. 900 rescues carried out on Friday alone, according to Mexico's Navy. Lamentablemente se nos taparon las casas. Maria Elena Santos says she was able to get out, adding that her family members barely made it. Images from above show the destruction. What was once lush and green, now underwater. Electricity cut off, roads blocked by debris, and streets covered in mud.
So yeah, a lot of produce and things that we get from certain parts of there is going to be affected. A lot of people's lives. Luckily, hopefully not that many people didn't lose their lives in that catastrophic event right there. Want to definitely pray for everybody who was affected by that. Everybody in the chat, let's pray together, because not only do we pray for the bad, we pray for the good as well. And this right now is a time when we all need to come together, and we hope and pray that they get through this. And we ask that today in Jesus' name, amen. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. We got to keep on moving forward. What I got for y'all up here, let's tone it down a little bit and get some more stuff going on here. What I got for you right here, I got this Brewers fan that was fired. She was Brewers fan that was fired after an ICE comment to a Dodgers fan. So this is the perfect case of how somebody can lose their job when they're just chilling, vacationing, thinking that they're just having a good time at a sporting event. And then probably tomorrow, I've got to go to work. Or that sporting event can determine nowadays if you're going back to work tomorrow, the way that you handle yourself. TV, going viral, just be cautious.
Back. A Dodgers fan here for Game 2 was kicked out of American Family Field for swearing at a Brewers fan.
But only after she said
they should call ICE on him. Sam Kramer's live in the newsroom. Sam, a lot has happened since last night.
Hi there, Ben and Mary. We've learned that Brewers fan was fired from one job and resigned from another, all because of that insult. The man she targeted, a U.S. Navy veteran, caught it all on camera. From the get-go, Ricardo Fasano says he knew he was in enemy territory. In case he didn't, a leadoff home run confirmed that.
You know, cheering and, you know, putting it in my face, that they scored, because I'm the only Dodger fan there.
It's what happened later, though, that caught him by surprise.
They suddenly become very silent because we're winning. And I become loud and cheerful because the Dodgers are winning.
That's when he recorded this.
Why is everybody quiet? What is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. We're veteran, baby girl. We're veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
He says her words didn't settle in until later.
Let it out of baseball and took it out of the cheering into some more personal, to personal level, you know. Showed where her heart is, I believe. You know, she showed us what she really thinks.
Fox 6 has learned the woman shown is Shannon Kobylarczyk. Make-A-Wish Wisconsin confirmed she resigned from her position on their board effective immediately. The State Bar of Wisconsin showed she worked as an attorney for Manpower Group. Wednesday, the company commented on Fasano's Instagram post showing the video that she's no longer an employee after an internal investigation. Fasano says the outcome is what it is.
Did I wish that on her? Probably not. You know, I don't really care what happens to her, and whether she gets fired or not. That's, you know, none of my business.
Let me ask you guys in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. I want a hands up for the ones that think that she was properly fired. Thumbs up if you think that it was a proper thing for her to be fired. Thumbs down if you don't think that that was a big enough situation for someone to lose their job. Up to you guys. I want to know if you thumbs up, that means yes, that you think that, yeah, she should have lost her job for that, but for that ICE comment. Thumbs down if you think that, what's wrong with you, man? Have tough skin. We don't know what else you were saying before the video came on. Let's get the entire video, because you probably were saying some stuff too. What do you guys think about that? We got a lot. Let me see. We got a couple of thumbs up. We got 2 thumbs down. We got thumbs up. I want to know what you guys think about this. We got thumbs up and down. So we got a lot of people going both directions about this. I'm a legal born citizen and raised, but my parents are immigrants. Not right. She was wrong. Okay. So do you guys think because of the comment she should have lost her job? That's what you guys are thinking. Okay. So guess what? I'm gonna have to tell you guys my opinion as well, because I got a little bit of tough skin. I'm gonna go the other way with it. I don't agree with you guys. I don't really agree with you. I think that, I don't know what was being said before he started videotaping the second time. I was really paying attention to what he was saying when he was getting back at them. And yes, he probably was being very fiery, stuff that we didn't know. And come on, man, have some tougher skin. Y'all punks now. So what if they said call ICE? You know what people call me? Igger, big head, all types of words. I could take it. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounce off me, it sticks to you. We're doing competition right now. We're going back and forth with a game. Y'all was tearing me up. Now I'm tearing you up. Now, the little slap at the phone, that's probably what made them think a little extra. And again, this is why I love y'all, because we're going to disagree sometime. We're not going to always agree. And that's why we do our bottom line, because it's not always about me trying to force you guys to agree with what I'm saying. Let me see what you guys got to say in the comments. People should not lose their job as something they can't go to jail over. Okay, what else? ICE is not a joke, but the punishment is too harsh. There you go, thumbs up. That's so much for both of you. I'm dragging tail, but I'm gonna do this. But she's representing the company as an individual. No, she's not. She's got on a jersey for the team. She's home doing her thing. After you get off of work, no, that should not have nothing to do with what you're doing on your work job, unless it's something that even further that she did. If she would have probably said something even more derogatory or whatever like that, but saying that you're going to call ICE, I do not think that that's enough to get somebody to lose their job or nothing like that. Sorry, I just don't. I don't. You guys didn't mind when Trump said grab him by the ussy. Y'all still voted for him. Ooh. Just be fair, guys. Come on. It's words. Sticks and stones shall break my bones. Who know the other part of it? Stop being punks. Let's go. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt you. That's right. And then Esther said this just because this is what happened on Sanford and Son. Fred said, sticks and stones shall break my bones. Well, words will never hurt me. And then Esther said, well, I'll get some sticks and stones and I'll break your bones. And Esther will be the one that hurt you. Don't nobody know I love Sanford and Son. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I got another one for you where we get into these animals where this whale felt it was very important to protect this diver from a shark. Let's go, y'all. Let's get into our loving animals. Let's go.
That whale was intent on keeping me away and hiding me, and I didn't know why.
This whale swam right up to the scientist and refused to leave her side.
He came right for me. He didn't stop. He kept pushing me, and I was like, whoa, you know.
He kept pushing her. She tried to get away. But the whale kept coming back because he knew something she didn't.
Putting his eye next to my eye, and I was like, what is going on here?
The whale started pushing her through the water.
He didn't want to hurt me. He had me on his head, and he rolled over, and I was on his chin, and then I was down his pectoral fin, and he wouldn't leave me alone. He wouldn't stop. I was really scared. I mean, who wouldn't be scared? Rolling around and rolling down the backs of a whale. I kept thinking, get me out of here.
Finally, she realized what's been going on all
Then he
along.
lifts me up on his pec fin, literally out of the water, and I'm yelling,
out of the water.
Somebody come help me. I was there for 10.5 minutes.
10.5 minutes.
Then I saw the shark. There's a big tiger shark up there.
Yeah. She couldn't believe the whale just saved her life.
I went, oh my God. He was protecting me. The whale got me to the boat. He's making sure that I'm okay.
Man.
Yeah,
the whale.
literally there.
I got to the back of the boat and I was laughing. I was just laughing, but it was sort of a nervous laugh, like I lived through this. Why did this happen to me? This is crazy, and I've been doing this for 28 years.
She's a research scientist who has dedicated her life to protecting whales.
They call me the whale witch.
They call
I've had a lot of close encounters and great encounters. I've had them, come up and go have their pectoral fin come up over my head.
But she never experienced anything.
There are a lot of accounts of humpbacks hiding seals underneath of their pectoral fins from killer whales. Just never heard of them doing it for
They hide seals under their pectoral fins.
humans. These animals have this altruistic behavior. They will risk their lives to save another species. Like a fireman would run into a house on fire. I can't say for sure what was going on in his head, but he protected me from potential danger. This was once in a lifetime experience. I love you too, I love you.
She said, I love you. That's right. We be getting them from the dodo, y'all. That's where we get it from. I love to show love to animals. Love to do what I got to do. And you guys, if y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is get in that description. If y'all want to make some money, hit that link in the description and you will be able to make up to, what is there? $220, about $440 worth of surveys up in there today. I made sure I put 2 in there and they both are at value of $220. So you guys will be able to make up to $440 today. I try to look for the best surveys for y'all. So check this out. hit that link in the description. You're going to see some surveys. Fill them out. You'll make some money. I'll make some money too, just for making sure that you guys filled them out. That's our deal. Also, you guys trying to promote your business. You might be a lawn doctor. You might be a mobile care. I don't know what you're doing. You might be a barber. But check this out. I want you guys to go ahead and send over your information to us. All you got to do is make sure it's in a 1080 by 1080 size frame, and I'll put it up. All you got to do is be subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you're a member. And yes, I'll make sure that we put up your promo. Send it over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Make sure it's in a 1080 by 1080, and we'll put it up in the post notification area for you. And yes, coming up is the Show Your Talent Search. That's right, you guys. That's the talent search in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, where you have the chance of making $250 depending on what your talent is. You could be a singer. You could be a dancer. I don't care if you know how to do a flip. If you come through and we like it, boom! You could be the one to make $250 in that borough. After we get everybody in every single borough, we're going to bring you guys together in one location in Manhattan where one person is going to be able to walk away with an additional, that's right, $1,000. I'm the host, Bugatti NYC, also sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. You want to be down with the talent show to find out where the next location is going to be at? All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, join the mailing list. That's it. We're going to keep on hitting you guys with updates like this and letting you know where we're going to be at. Myself, DJ Don Dada on the wheels of steel. Show up, show out. Make sure you're over 21, and you could be the next person that's going to be rolling out with 250. Might be able to get that of 1,000. That's how we do it around here. We like to give it back to the fans and to the people. And with that being said, you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. But you know what we got to do first, right? Let's get some prayers going. Want to make sure we pray for everybody up in the comments right now before we get up out of here. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to do anything at all. So yeah, let's get some prayers going up in. Who we got up in the building? Let's see who we got up in here. Let's go, y'all. Purple Sunday, but we still can't leave without getting those prayers together. Who we got in the building? We got Luigi that we praying for. Thank you, Lord, for giving my brother and myself and everybody up in here another day to grace the world. Even though we may have a lot of problems, we understand that every day you give us another one to get it right. That's the main goal right there. We may not have riches. We may not have everything that we want, Lord. But the fact of the matter that we wake up every single day and appreciate what you give us, that's the reason why we're here and we love you so. And we thank you for making it possible for us to be able to do this. And with that being said, amen. And we got to put some more names on it. We got Liberty and Justice in the building. And my sister, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Who else we got up in here in the building? We got Mike Holmes, Casey Ramos, Nate. We got Sky, Mike, Cody, Luigi, S. Lynn, Lucid, Mike Holmes, Jeffrey Spilker, Liberty and Justice, Dot Focus, VIP Auction Group. Everybody up under the sound of my voice, I want to let you know I love you and I appreciate you. Amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, my favorite day of the week, Monday, I'll see you guys later. Get 'em! Peace. One.